crypto for a while, you probably know you're an innovator or an early adopter. That's about 16% of the people that'll use a technology. And where do we have to go? We have the early majority, the late majority, and the laggards. So that's 86% of the people that will adopt crypto still haven't gotten in. So we're all still very early. Like that's a saying, but it is true. And so this chasm is something that Jeffrey Moore comes up with. And he basically says to make this jump, to make this leap, to go from us as the innovators, as the early adopters, to getting people into crypto. And like tangent, like why do we want to get people into crypto? I don't know. They might pump our bags. They might put crypto on the map. They might demand we use crypto or DeFi in the world. So to cross this chasm, he says there's just one catch. To There's a chasm between the second and the third stage, right? That's the visionaries and the pragmatists. It's due to a fundamental difference between what the early adopters and the early majority want in a new product. Crossing the chasm is hard, but it's necessary. And so, what he thinks that we need to do or test three different things, right? Number one is the technology tested. Crypto, I think, definitely checks that box. Been around since 2009, Bitcoin white paper, etc. Now look how far we've come. Number two, is it popular? I think crypto's popular. I think it's becoming more popular. You can talk to a family member or a friend about Bitcoin or Ethereum, and they won't hate you for a year. So I think it's starting to gain a little bit of popular adoption. So I would say it checks that box. The last one is, does crypto solve problems? Right? Think about it like that. So I'm skipping ahead here, but we're looking at these things that will help bridge that chasm. And I think this is the biggest one that we're looking at is is crypto truly going to solve problems? For many people around the world, it does. For some people, it's more speculative, it's more investment based. But what's actually going to happen is that to cross this chasm here, right? Again, we're trying to tap into 86% of the people that are going to use crypto in the future. How do you guys think we are going to do that? I'm going to give a t-shirt to someone that throws it out. What's going to be the driving factor? I'm going to go with that. Memes, communities, NFTs. This guy right here getting a t-shirt later. So, my personal opinion and what I've seen from others and what we've heard about others is that these communities are going to bring people in. So, if you guys know what the first meme was, it was Bitcoin. Had no value, sounded ridiculous. Then you had a bunch of these crypto punks going all over the world telling people this is the future, it's crazy. They orange pilled the world. This guy right up here nodding pretty hard with the Bitcoin shirt on. Truly, the OG crypto punks, they orange pilled the world. They turned into this massive community. People bought into the Bitcoin vision and it turned into memetics. And so now here we are, right? We have memes like Pudgy Penguins. They have an NFT collection. They have their toys in Walmart, Target, etc. You have just classic memes like Pepe, Doze, Shib. I mean, there's tons. So memes have been a magnet to bring people into crypto and to bring them into Web3. And this is super important because honestly, I'm sure you guys have seen this. I just heard them talk about this. The group that was up here, the girl said, "Hey, I want more good memes and less rug pulls." Shit, me too. Like it's hard. It's hard to figure out, but when you build permissionless technology, when you're building in DeFi, when you're building in crypto, you have to take the good with the bad. So, all you guys out there, you know what they say, DYOR, DD. We have to collectively as a community try and steer people away from the bad memes and into the good ones. Keep them away from the rug pulls, help them find the good communities. Which, by the way, I don't know what your hat is, but I love it. I've been. Is it Sonic? Okay, okay, okay. I didn't I didn't know what to call it, but I'm like, this is amazing. Amazing. The good example of a community here that everyone knows Bitcoin, but I was like, wait, is that it? Is that really it? So I'll have to get my Yeti hat and we'll have to wear it together and get a picture. Anyways, you have to take the good with the bad, right? We all know crypto is a dangerous space. And you can be dangerous with us or you can kind of get stuck in some of it. So again, key takeaways, communities have this magnetic power. We're bringing people into crypto, super important. And as we get bigger, as we get older, like the Bitcoin community that I think is 2 years old, you start to gain a little bit of momentum there. Super important again to bring billions of people into crypto. And then again, I mentioned this, but collectively, if we can amplify the signal and turn down the noise, we'll help each other work towards bringing all these people in. Communities are potential energy, right? Think about a community of 10 people. A little bit of energy, but a community of 10,000 people or 10 million people, that's a lot of potential energy. And so we want to turn that into kinetic energy, which is what I'm going to tell you guys how to do. This is how we supercharge adoption with communities, which again, that was the whole point of why I came here to talk a little bit. So if you're building, I saw a bunch of hands go up building communities. You're a builder. Think about these three things. This is the alpha that I have seen work the best over 10 years. Didn't matter if I was working with Monster Energy or if I was working with Microsoft on a random obscure project they wanted me to help with. Think about these three things: culture, connection, and campaigns. So to turn your community, which has potential energy, into kinetic energy, think about one, what is our culture? Two, how do we get people to really connect? And those two kind of go hand in hand. And then the third thing, which is crucial, are campaigns. So campaigns are how you get people to take action. Again, culture transcends time, norms. You can build culture with a group of 2 people, 3 people, where you have inside jokes, or you can build culture with a group of 200, 2,000, 2 million people. So the culture is kind of the sticky glue. The connections is what makes things sustainable, what makes them last. And so we're all wired to connect. We truly are. I don't know if you guys know Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's like basically humans need food, water, safety, shelter. And the next thing is connection, like social connection. So all this stuff that we're doing out here at NFC Lisbon, that's connection. When you're in the trenches, when you're responding to someone on X and you don't know this person, but you drop GM 100 times in the afternoon, like when it's not the good morning, but you say GM, like that's connection. So those two things are crucial. Again, they're sticky, they're sustainable. And then this last one is campaign. So if you're building a community or if you're in a community, I don't know how many of you guys are on Discord, Telegram, but if you're in these communities, think of ways to create campaigns to turn again that potential energy into kinetic energy so that you get things done. That's ultimately what the OG Bitcoiners did. They took all this conversation, they started doing meetups. Next thing you know, there's conferences. People just got back from PTC Vegas, which was a riot, I heard. And so at the end of the day, right, you can do all these things. The second part of the alpha is how do you get people to do that? Right now, I hate to break it to you, but there's a ton of money to be made in crypto. It's horrible. We can't stand it. But I think that also comes with something that is maybe we're too focused on the financial incentives. And if you guys think about it, there's tons of other perks with crypto. So there's security incentives, there's network incentives, time incentives, physical, digital, all these different things. So the alpha that I would say is try to balance the incentives. Like think about AI. ChatGPT will help you save time, give you relationship advice. What do I order from the grocery store? All these crazy things. Ultimately, though, if we can balance the incentives within crypto, I think that's super effective. And then again, incentive characteristics like what is the speed of the incentive perceived versus received? What is the input of work versus the output of work? How much impact did this incentive create? These are all things that will help you kind of, again, think about your campaigns, think about your culture, and bring people together so that your community, if you're a community builder, or if you're in a community, you can help lead that community to the gates of Valhalla. I think that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to make money. And these are some things that I think aid in that. So ultimately, creating a blend of all these are important, clearly communicated if you're a community builder, if you're a leader. And the last thing I would say is, yeah, we kind of went over all this, but the last thing that I want to say is there's roughly, I think, A16Z estimates there's like 40 to 60 million active wallets per day. Yeah, per day. I was thinking per month, but per day that are using crypto. And there's 5.5 billion people that use the internet. So if that doesn't say it, then I don't know what else. But like, we're crazy early. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it. And if anyone has any questions, go for it. Yeah, great question. So, project with no inherent use case, no utility. How do you incentivize a community? The first thing that I would say is you have to think about what's your culture. So, what is your meme coin? Like, what is your NFT? Let's just say it was an NFT. If your culture is to create a way for people to learn how to trade or find the alpha, then maybe that's what your culture is about. Like, we want to win together. And so, how do you balance those incentives? I would look back on this slide here, right? Maybe your incentives are number one, financial. So, how do we win together? How do we make money? Number two, maybe that group, that NFT, that meme coin is like, hey, if you hold this NFT or you hold this amount of token, maybe what we do is we help people not get scammed online because that's so frequent. It's so prevalent. And it's rough too. Like, I don't know. I just I'm wondering, like, how many of you people have got hacked, have lost money? Like, it's not a good feeling. So that's something else, right? You can build an incentive around education, security, privacy. And the last thing I think is time, right? Like a time incentive, like, hey, you can go on X and search for hours or days trying to find a winner or 100X or whatever it is. But in here in this group, we have alpha, we have people that are well connected, et cetera. And so that's a different type of incentive. So and then not just that, right? But you have to clearly communicate these things to people. So no utility doesn't necessarily equal no value. And I explain this to many people, but if you have a platform that has a ton of utility, but it has no users, just like I said before, if you guys have the best platform, best service, but you have no users or you're struggling to acquire users, do you have real value there? I'd say maybe, but if you have a mediocre platform service, even if you have a community but you have 100,000 users, 100,000 people in the community, you have real value there. So, to answer that question, I would say balance these incentives, right? Try and explain the different types of incentives and then clearly communicate why that person would want to hold that NFT. Their access to the Premier Alpha mega Bitcoin community. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone else? Good? Yeah, what's up? Yeah. So, I'm glad you bring this up. If you guys can see this, we're right here, 2025. It's hard to see. But this big dildo right here, this thing is insane. This is 2030. And so, again, it's a little bit hard. But the darker bars here are public wallets. And so that's what I said is by 2030, there's actually going to be a 5x in public wallets. But you can also see private wallets are increasing quite a bit. Consortium, these are DAOs, different types of group wallets, and then hybrid. But really, if you focus just on public and private, you're looking at a massive increase. So I think your question was, would I look at any other metrics? I would look at the number of wallets, the growth in wallets, but also the daily activity. Now, daily activity, this is for developers. Daily activity in terms of consumer wallets would be good to track, and TVL too. TVL is just, I think, a catch-all metric, right? If it's slowly moving up into the right over long time frames, over months, over weeks, then we feel comfortable. Now, if we had a ton of new wallets coming on chain, but the TVL was going down, then that would be concerning. Yeah. What's up? A Yeti. Well, if you were about 2 feet, it's real. If you were 2 feet taller and white, you've got the hair to be a Yeti. You're a real Yeti. I'm a real Yeti. So I think if you guys know what a Yeti is, if you guys know what a Yeti is, maybe you've seen the movie Monsters Inc. Kind of looks like that big fluffy guy. But if you don't, if you want to see what a real Yeti looks like, again, right down here, big screen, bunch of merch. Come hang out. We built a brand on chain called Lofi. This guy right here, and well, this is me. That's a Yeti. That's you. That's me. That's you. Ah, well, you kind of look. You got some Yeti in you, brother. I love it. But at the end of the day, this guy over here on the right, he's a avatar. He kind of encapsulates our mission, our vision, our culture, which is to inspire people to kind of live fulfilled, to get out there, to do things. His story is he was frozen in ice, defrosts. He comes back to life. He's like, what is this new future? And instead of just getting sucked into, Facebook, Instagram, etc., he's like, I'm going to own my future. I'm going to get into crypto. And then he goes right to the trenches. And yeah, I like that. Maybe we'll do a little Han Solo thing. Well, listen, the content and marketing genius for Lofi's over there. So you're gonna have to talk to him about a Han Solo special on the content. Anything else, guys? Good to go? Hey, what'd you say? So this data, are you talking about this one? So this was actually a custom chart that we built for a presentation a couple months ago. And I believe the data was coming from DeFi Llama and one other source. So we have a data team that kind of pulls this stuff together. This came from, this is DeFi Llama, and then this is like another popular platform. I'm not the quant though. So if this stuff is wrong, do not come after me, please. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
You can never know what it's like. Your blood like winter, future just like ice. And there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask to you.
Good selection of music.
Never win.
Can we get the next panelist, please? Please, can we get the next panelist?
And if you
Get on stage.
you just
Yeah.
don't you know?
Standing firm.
Looking like a cheese. Feeling like a moon.
What's your what? Yeah, have it. Get up here. Get up here.
Picking up the field.
Oh, it's there. Get on the stage. Take a seat. Take a seat. I'll see. Standing. Yeah. I'm still standing. Oh, great song this. Somebody get out the door.
You made for men to go.
Oh, to me.
You be a clown.
Oh yeah, there you go. But
No,
some Oasis has the power to lift me out of darkness. You know what I mean? Great moustache, sir. Oh my god, it's really owning that. I like it. Heroes. Love this song. I'm still standing. Yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah. I'm still standing. How I'm sitting. Sit down. Yeah. Pretty good. Rubbish chair. Oh yeah. We'll take this chair and I'll get one up. Alright, mate. Make some room. Move up a bit. Move up a bit, I see you. Now let's get going. DJ, thank you. And that's not mine, but it's on the table. Oh, I've got it. Here we go. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, you know the score by now. This looks like it's going to be fun. A good panel. Got some serious superstars. We haven't got much time because we ran a bit over, so let's fucking do this, okay? All right. In 5 words, who are you and what you're doing? In 5 words. Game.
I'm Ali from Rarible.
I'm Ali from Rarible. That's good. Well done.
Memes.
Bloom.
I'm Alex, also known as Kuj. I work with Una, and we're here to
Whoa.
recapturing disenfranchised communities.
Wait. Start again, Alex. Start again. 5 words. Alex from
Recapturing disenfranchised communities
Ooh, recapturing disenfranchised.
because the space is too PvP right now, so we need to bring some more people back.
Okay, I like it. Well, we're getting to thank you, Alex. Lovely. Give a round of applause for Alex. 5 words.
I'm Trippy Seer, artist of Chili Banks and disciple of Base God.
Okay, a bit more than 5, but we get it. Chili Banks artist.
Greatest honey badger themed token.
Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this underway. The panel's called Four Chain to Fortunes. Is that possible? What is the process? You know what? I think something to do something quite fun because we've been speaking forward all day. I'm going to start speaking backwards. Yeah, exactly, man. It's exciting. So I'm going to talk backwards and see if you can decipher what I'm saying. 100x next, the spotting to process your is what? Go, fire away. Who's got the mic?
For me, spotting the next 100x is.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's hard enough to understand you when you're speaking forwards, never mind backwards. So I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Look, to spot the next 100x right now is hard, right? Because it's a lot of PvP. It's a war zone in the trenches. Generally, you want to be to the beginning of a meta. Like if you go back, for example, like the AI agents, that was started by a catalyst that happened off chain, right? Mark Andreessen giving 50K to, Andy Irie, and then Go Terminal was born out of there. There were a lot of 100x's that came from the beginning of that meta. And so a lot of it is being reactionary to what happens and then being early to tokens and then holding them at the beginning. But right now, it's extremely difficult out there, right? It's a bit of a war zone in the trenches. I mean, retail isn't really here and it's all recycled money. And so, yeah, spotting the next 100x, generally being early to things.
Gotta be early. There's a war zone out there. Everywhere. Hobart, Dumpstar from Hobart.
Everything sucks in the trenches. It's all bad.
It is.
You're gonna get scammed all day, every day. They're gonna say buy this, and they're just gonna pull the liquidity and rug you.
I don't like it anymore. I hate it.
But no,
What,
some people won't do it, like the honey badger token or
Una token.
Una token or
Base God.
that guy.
Mace dog. I can't hack it.
What was the question?
You're saying man up. Man up. Is that what you said?
Fucking man up, dude.
Man up, man. Man up. He's manly. He's manly. Man up.
Wait.
Man up. Come on, men. Man up. Man up. Come on, man. Man up. Man up.
Manlier. You're not being manly enough.
Come on.
Manly.
Oh, yeah. Man up, man up. Man up, man up. Man up, man.
Don't buy his token. Whatever
Man up.
token he makes. Don't buy.
You're coming on his.
What?
later.
No, buy his token.
AJ's been here all day. Round of applause for AJ and Dave. Communities, Twitter or Telegram community, a building for best is which? Anybody want to take that?
It's kind of both. I grind a lot on X, and like it's a jungle out there, and really hard to find some true gems. But it's a combination about the activity they have on their posts, and if the community rates a lot, and also about the Telegram chat. What kind of vibes does that community transmit? If it's euphoria or calm, uh, it's really important to see that. And also, in my personal experience, I use a lot Basecamp or SoulScan to track the percentage of holders, what people they have, to not dump on the community. So yeah, it's a combination of both.
I like it's tricky these days, like finding the right community. People like KOLs, and I've got here Anselm Cook, so shout out to them. Pay to shield things like house. What I don't know what
Key
does-
opinion leader. So your influencer is on X. Generally, they do off.
Yeah. Key opinion leader.
The keys of the opinions.
Mm.
And they lead it.
It's a pretty stigmatized term, to be fair. But in terms of Ansem and Housecoin, he made that thing go 20x just as soon as he tweeted about it, right? So generally, they do operate and get paid to shill tokens. And so it's an interesting situation with the KOLs because there's a lot of copy trading that's going on. And so they'll set up side wallets and then be selling from the side wallets while they're buying from the main ones that gets tracked. So it's definitely not necessarily that organic. And there's a lot of PvP with the KOLs. That's mostly on X. And so to go back to your previous question, I think Telegram is where a lot of the alpha comes from because you're seeing it on X, it's generally late unless you're looking at accounts that have like, maybe less than 1,000 followers or so. But if you're following a KOL, you're most likely going to be exit liquidity and you want to be deep in the trenches in the Telegram chats.
Yeah, I've had it with like when KOLs first start sharing a coin, it's actually kind of good to get in on like the first shill because they'll shill it for like 2-3 days before it actually tops off. I've hit like some of my best wins, like house coin, when Anson started shilling it. I was like, okay, I'll chuck some soul into here. He pumped it for like 2-3 days before it actually dumped to zero. So sometimes if you can see the first shill and see other people talking about it, it's actually a good time to buy.
I love this. I love it. Go on. So, what is the best meme coin putting out the best content right now, in your opinion? Quick fire. What? Which one? Who shouted? A what? Hoba. Who? Is he having a stroke? Someone get an ambulance. He's saying Hoba. Hoba. Shitcoin. What's
I like the Balkan Dwarf.
Oh yeah, I like
The flute, yeah, that's like my
Yeah.
favorite content. I think
It's
that's
good,
cool.
Go on.
SSR is putting out some really good content.
Biased.
It's the strategic Solana Reserve. So if you go look at their X page, they have some pretty cool content coming out with their executive chairman. And so I mean, it's definitely good content is key to, your IP and building a community all around.
SSR. Look, he's throwing. Look, he's gone. Let him win it. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Let him win it. Let him win it. Is that enough for them to win it? Okay, throw him. Just throw it. I want him to fight. I want him to fight for the death. I want to see this guy fight. Yeah. Yes, so do I. He's gonna fight. Let's do some sort of. What is the me neither, really? Yeah, just peg it. Someone, yeah, just go on. See, yeah, go. Oh! See, she won it. That was a good thing. She won it. You won it, madam. You won it.
Right on the money.
Look, guys, are we all onto something? Are the normies going to enter, or are we mentally ill people? Like what? They're retarded. But what about us, though? Oh, I can't even fathom that. What? Really? You think so? What you think?
We're all mentally ill up here. There's no doubt about that.
I see. So they're on a sideline because of their retardation. Who do you think? Are we more retarded or are normies more retarded? Put your hands up if we are. Yes. Yeah. Put your hands up if the normies are. There's a bit of a same. I think the same. Some people you put your hand up twice. He is definitely. You must don't take enough crack. Yeah, we're bringing it back. It's a bullish. Yeah, it is bullish. We've rebranded it. For the 90s, there was an article actually on some sort of publication saying that it's been rebranded. And anyway, let's get back to what's important. Okay? Like what your hopes and dreams and goals in life outside of this. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Take the microphone. Who's got the microphone? Where do you see yourself in 10 years as an individual? Forget all this meme coin shit. Where do you see yourself?
Still in the trenches.
Oh.
Yeah, but just with grayer hair.
Oh. He's retarded. He's gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Where do you see yourself, Alex?
Likewise, bringing more people to the trenches, right? Because with all the value extraction that we've seen lately, right? Trump, Melania, Libra, it's chase.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Hey, don't badmouth Melania.
Her token was a destruction of the market in general,
She
right?
was,
Took
she
all that
was.
liquidity out,
She
and
did.
all of the new wallets that were onboarded when the Trump token came out were basically evaporated when they all lost money on it.
Mm,
And so after Libra came as well, with all the value extraction that we've seen,
mm,
it's been a bit of a mess, right? So there's stigmatization.
Mm.
There's not a lot of retail or exit liquidity. As you said, they might be a little less crazy than we are still being here, but we're trying to get them here. And community is a good way to do that, right? User attention, trying to get people on board and also bring them back, those that have been disenfranchised through rugs and scams, of which there have been many. And there's a bit of Stockholm syndrome in the space where people just get used to it and it's like something normal in crypto. Oh yeah, there's scams and rug pulls. We're trying to get rid of that and make this somewhere where people can come and have fun and invest and not feel like they're always at risk.
Make it a safer space. Trippy, see it. You look like you're some sort of like Shaolin ninja monk guy. You look like
No,
you the shit out of someone. You got like this whole tribal tattoo Shaolin
like
energy.
on Base God community, every hair is one scene. So
Say again.
every piece hair
Yeah.
is one scene. So
Every hair is one skin.
yeah, you
One
are
sin.
full of sins.
Every hair is one sin. Or every hair
Yes,
is one sin.
and some guys in the community like,
He sinned a lot then.
and me myself every week I shave, and
You
I'm
shave every week.
yes
Yeah.
to be in Valhalla.
To be what?
Bald Holla.
Valhalla, right?
Bald Hannah. I like it.
Yeah, it's like shiny and
Danny.
masterized.
It's Shaolin magic, man. Shaolin
Yeah.
magic. And what's your hopes and dreams for the next 10 years?
Grinding still, because it's not about going to Valhalla or Goblin Town. It's about the journey and the people we meet on the journey. And it's like when we get rich 10 years after, we need to tell a story. Like it's not all flowers. It's like I've been into the hell, some rugs and some good profits too. It's like a roller coaster, and having those stories is really important.
Dumpster, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Alive. I'm gonna be so alive. Shilling honey badgers to Portugal here 10 years from now, telling you faggots to buy a honey badger token 10 years from today. I'm gonna say buy honey badger.
Woo!
10 years to today.
Yeah, baby. Well, I've been in this space for 5 years and I'm poorer and worse off. And so I'm kind of like, this is my exit. This is my funeral.
No.
This is that. I'm leaving.
I see you
I'm out. I'm out.
10 years from now with me shilling the honey badger.
I'm out. I'm retiring. This is it.
Your
This is my
hair's
exit.
gonna be down to your feet.
This is
by
my
that
exit
time.
party, man. This is it. We're gonna just at the end of the show, I'm get the cast it out, and we're just gonna shoot me off into space.
Maybe Portugal won't be a country 10 years from now. Who knows?
Portugal won't be a country.
Spicy.
Yeah, spicy take. Spicy take. Something's gonna happen.
It might be part of Yugoslavia.
Ooh, spicy take. Interesting. Sir. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Doesn't you look a bit fishy? This guy. No, not you. You, sir. See, he's dodging it. He's dodging. That's the sign of a fishy man. Isn't it? What do you think, guys? Oh, see, that was a fishy movement. What do you think? Just about anything. Yeah, who cares? Yeah. Come on. He thinks it's great. Alex, let's bring it back to memes.
Let's.
Have you ever been tempted to create your own meme coin? Because that legend did. And I did, but I failed and rugged and ran away. So he's a winner. I'm the loser.
You know what? I haven't personally, but there's the story of like all these people that just sit there all day and just launch rugs, and they've launched like countless thousands of them, and they actually make decent money.
So I think we should try and do that.
So I have thought about that, but like not in a serious way, but like in a funny way. But no, I just stick to trading them and being more from an outside perspective than that. But with all the launch pads that are out now, they've definitely taken the barrier to entry away from being able to launch memes. Like back on Ethereum, it costs a lot of money. It was more difficult to do than it is now with Pump Fun or any of the new launch pads there is. So something to consider for sure.
Yes. Hey, man. Here you go. Yeah, you want fuck you one up. My one can take you down. I want to take you down. Yes. Come on. Badges, baby. This is what it takes. This is how you build IP, ladies and gentlemen. Plushies. We've all seen it. Pudgy Penguins did it.
This is the next Pudgy is in my hand right now.
Exactly.
I've heard of Labubu.
Heard of what? Labubu. Mm-mm. Why is that? Is that what Labubu's doing? I'm I'm kind of into terrorism. I think it's quite chic. So Labubu's funding terrorism. You look like you're doing terrorism. Oh yes. Okay. So, will it always be PvP, or is PvE a pipe dream?
I think we'll get tired of the PvP
Mm-mm.
and we'll all start following Murad at some point
Mm.
and all just join these better communities that are here for the long term because yeah, like you were saying, at the moment the PvP stuff, like I haven't really been trading in the Solana trenches for a few weeks because it's just been ruthless. It's ruthless. There's just not much opportunity for anyone. So I think
Yeah.
we will get to PvE land at some point.
But we're not in control of it though. That's the scary thing. It's the
Yeah.
scary thing. We're not in control. We're not in control. What's the market cap of Hobart? This Badger, what's the market cap, Dumpster? And it's on Ethereum though. It's on,
Damn, free.
it's on Ethereum.
That's free.
It's on Ethereum.
Yeah.
On Ethereum. Oh.
It's a multi-chain badger. It's a multi-chain honey badger.
Are we bullish on the Badger? Yes, he wants it. He wants it. Wants it. Bullish. That guy, who can't. Yeah. Who? Who wants a plushie? She wants a. You want a plushie? Yeah. Who wants it? Who wants it? Oh. Who wants a plushie? But who really wants it? Who's gonna fight? Who's gonna? He wants one. Who's gonna fight? Dumpster, what's your favorite karaoke song when you do karaoke? Can you give us a little rendition?
At the Hoba Cabana. She had flowers in her hair with her dress down to there. At the Hoba. I don't know the song.
You gotta respect a man working for his bags, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm working for their bags.
How do we?
If you buy the bag, I will work the bag. Or I like Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. It's a good
Limp
song.
Bizkit. Oh yeah, sing that. Yeah. He wants to smash the setup.
I do.
We've still got
I wanna
two more
smash the
panels.
set. No,
Two more
the
panels.
last day of the.
But we got two more panels. Smash it up afterwards.
She has a space.
Should we see it?
Yeah.
Come on, let's find out more about what's going on.
About what I'm doing?
About you and what you're doing, yeah.
Yeah, like I made the art for Chili Banks. It's a pixel version and stored fully on chain on base.
On base.
Yes, on base.
Base.
10K collection, yeah. And also for in the other end, I'm just vibing in the different base communities, mostly on base god and like as I said previously, just a disciple, getting balls and praying to Big B, that is with reference with Brian Armstrong, and yeah, that's it.
I like it, Alex.
Yeah, so
give
at
us some
Una,
takes.
we're a revitalization protocol. So we're looking to recapture the lost and disenfranchised communities that have fell victim to some of the biggest scams that we've seen in our space. So we're starting with Luna and UST, but we'll also be going to BitConnect. OneCoin, Pluscoin, and others. And so, starting with Luna and UST, if you held either or on the day of the DPEG, so May 6th, 7th, 2022, infamous days in our space, 50% of our supply will be split in between Luna and UST holders. But we're doing it with a gamified parabolic vesting curve. So you receive your full allocation after 18 months. If you want to sell before, you can, but you give up the remaining allocation. So 50% of that remaining allocation goes to a 36-month treasury, 40% of it gets burnt, so there's always a flywheel of decreasing token supply. 5% of it goes to holders, and then 5% goes to the staking pool. So we're looking at, the fact that there's too much inflation right now in crypto. Too many people have gotten scammed. 5.4 million wallets got affected by the Luna UST collapse. So we're trying to bring those people back and also bring a new tokenomics model that incentivizes user retention versus inflationary sell pressure.
Who got scammed by Luna in the room? You looked up.
If you did, let us know.
Oh, yeah, there you go. 3 people, that guy. Oh, I think he just wants a honey badger. There you go. How many have you got these? See, it's got thousands. Yes, these never run out.
It's an open edition.
There's like 20 of them. 20 people that care about crypto.
Yes. Yes.
It's worth, right?
They just pop up. Stab them and open them. There's loads of drugs inside as well. He's
Can
smuggling
your arm go
drugs.
that far?
He's smuggling drugs into Portugal. He wants one. He wants one. Alexi? What happened? Oh, yes. Yes.
So it says Alexi, the CEO of Rarible, but he's not actually here. I'm actually the intern at Rarible. My
That's
name's
okay.
Ali. So it's a bit of a downgrade for you guys, unfortunately. But
How do we make you CEO?
don't know. Just big me up after this.
Is he a good boss to work for?
He is a great boss. It's an NFT company. Yeah, we are, and when we build NFT infrastructure as well. So, have you got Honey Badger NFTs on what chain? Yeah, of course they might even already be on there. Yeah, they might already be on there.
But the whole stories that came out in the press about Alexei, we heard about them, and they're all a bit like dodge, aren't they? And that's obviously why he's not here.
Yeah, he was terrified.
Yeah.
He was terrified.
So what do you say in his defense?
He's a good guy. And he loves JPEGs on the internet, so what's not to love about that?
But he was exposing himself to JPEGs. That's what we heard.
He tokenized his private parts, yeah.
Ooh.
It's all right. It was a free mint. He didn't charge for it.
He exposed himself via a JPEG. That's why he's not here. So, hey, it's his boss.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. And where do you work? Monday to Friday at Rarible?
I work Monday to Friday at Rarible, and I'm also a freelance videographer, photographer.
Oh, well, if you need any videographer,
Hit me up.
Backflip.
Yes. Hell yeah. That sounds fun.
Any last words? Or any questions as well? Get some questions. Come on, fire it up. Anything. Anything totally irrelevant. Anything. Want to find out about Alex or
Yeah, you look
anyone?
like ready for a question.
Just pull one from me. Alex, how's your home life? Is it good?
Yeah, luckily I get to live here. So home
live
life is
here?
great. I'm based out of Lisbon.
Oh, you live here?
I'm a very happy individual to get to say I live in Lisbon, moved here from Canada. So I'm much happier here than I would have been over there. So yeah, I can't complain, Work on a great project, trade the trenches, get to live in a beautiful place. Yeah, home life, I can't complain, sir.
I like Alex's energy. Good energy, no? Good energy. I like it. Trippy, see it? Come on, tell us something magical. Just anything.
It's like stay based, stay bold.
Stay present.
Yes.
Stay bold.
Like I also live here in Portugal. It's really good country for its space and really secure. So just another day grinding, and yeah.
Where do you live, Dumpster?
Huh?
Where do you live?
I live in Florida.
Florida seems pretty fun though.
It's the ball sack of the United States of America.
Seems pretty good though. You got good energy. I want to hang out with you and your friends.
Hey, not all Americans are assholes. Some people are nice.
Any Americans in the
Don't
room?
throw plushies at people.
Is there any other Americans in the room?
Any Americans?
Oh, American.
Hell yeah!
American.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Woo! She's horrified. She's horrified. Where are you from, madam?
I'm just kidding.
Your president's mental though.
Honey Badger Dev. I don't.
Oh, you're a legend, no?
he pulled out the.
Come on, everyone. Like,
He rugged everybody, no?
Wait, you sound American.
I'm Canadian.
Canadian.
Yes, sir.
Canadian sound American.
The 51st state.
In case you didn't know.
That's right. Sign me up. You know, that's why I moved here, to stay away from that nonsense.
Libra, go back to Libra. He rugged everybody. You got rugged on it.
I mean, Hayden Davis rocked everyone. I'm convinced Javier Milei didn't really know what was going on. You know, he'll play the ignorance card. Yeah, it was an absolute massive rug, like one of the biggest ones that the trenches has seen. You know, took liquidity out of a bunch of things and bad influence and stigmatized. But I'm not going to blame Milei for that. I will say that Hayden Davis, the main culprit there,
And
he should be in prison. He's still out rugging people.
He's still alive.
He's in Europe.
He's hiding.
We gotta find him.
I have a
in
theory.
Lisbon.
The Libra Dev was a faggot. Is what I.
Fair play
and,
to.
and then he
Freudian.
rugged.
Yeah. Fair play.
That's
Fair
what I
play.
think he did.
I can't argue that.
This is working.
Fair play.
Why is nobody buying a Honey Badger token right now?
Any other questions? Questions? Question.
You sound like a buyer of Honey Badger token.
Cancelled. Elon Musk said, make comedy funny again. But he kind of has he? I don't know. Question, sir. Question.
Wait, is Elon Musk funny?
No, I don't know. Is he? He's kind of like all like.
I mean, is it? I mean, you can like.
I think. I think
you
he
can
puts
laugh
that
at
on.
him.
I think he puts that on. I think that's a marketing trick where if he's in an important situation, he'll just. I do it anyway.
We
He'll
should
go-
make comedy illegal.
He'll just do this and be like. Yeah, question, sir.
That
Bring it
guy.
back. Bring it back to. Wait, say meme coins again. No, say the word meme coin again. That's brilliant. I love it. Where are you from? He said it. I've never heard it said like that. I love it. Mem coins. Tell it, Karen. Continue. What was your question? I suppose there is a. We've had that question. There is an NFT scenario set up. I mean, you're sitting next to them. These guys are like the main NFT meme coin hybrid, aren't they? Sprotos. Got anything else to say about meme
Yeah.
coins and NFTs?
Yeah,
Go on.
I think
Yeah.
it's like the perfect thing, especially if you have an NFT collection first and it takes off, and let's just say it goes to an ETH, 2 ETH, or whatever. People are priced out of getting involved in the community. So having a meme coin where they can buy $5 worth and just get involved in the community, it makes a lot of sense for most NFT collections to have some type of coin or a secondary collection. I guess that's maybe a bit of a cheaper barrier to entry, but yeah, I think meme coins and NFTs. Peanut butter and jelly, in my opinion.
I've got a NFT collection. Oh, go on, go on.
And not necessarily paid for NFTs, but free NFTs, right? So we won't mix it by property.
What? So the NFT comes after the token?
As a free gift.
Yeah, I think that works too. Trying to think of an example where I've seen that. Unicorn fart dust. Do you guys know that? Where by Ron. Like, so obviously that token came out, and then a community member made a free mint NFT collection that he supported, and it took off massively and got a lot of new people into the community. So I think it works either way. Whatever comes first or last, I think they work great together.
Yeah, actually, you took the thought right out of our mind, because with Una, we're going to be launching an NFT collection as well, following the token release. So, you know, as you said, it's peanut butter and jelly. And, you know, if you look at Pudgy Penguins, you know, they have the Pengu token. So there's a lot of synergy in between the two, and they fit really well together. They're all very community based and brothers for sure. We 100% will. Yeah, that's the plan.
Dave? Yeah.
It exists already. Yeah, it's like fractionalized NFTs. So I know a friend. I don't know if you guys know Hypeos. They're an NFT on Hyperliquid. Anyway, they're super expensive. They're like $8,000, $9,000 for one of these NFTs. And he's got in on one with 10 people. So they've all bought a fraction. But at any time, he can just sell his fraction onto someone else. So it is possible. I think people do it with CryptoPunks and everything. There's like 20 people in on one CryptoPunk and they all share the benefits of it.
Okay, before we go,
Yeah,
go on.
I just want to compliment, and there's also a platform to rent NFTs. For example, some collections have specific perks on some dates, and you can rent the NFT, use those perks, and just for a few days, and it's more cheap. Yes, yes. Like, yeah, for sure.
That Blockbuster. Before we go, dumpster. Go on.
Yeah, but you can flex
Just-
it for a day. You know?
Just sack him off.
It's like a car. It's like a car.
What we're gonna do now is never been done before. Okay, this is quite fucking exciting. All right, dumpster. We're gonna get these two honey badgers to kiss in midair. As we're gonna, you're gonna throw one. I'm gonna throw one. They got to kiss in midair, and then they're gonna come flying down, and two lucky people will get a honey badger. So did you get the rules? So yeah, concentrate. No, but like in there, like in that direction. But they, yeah, but we got to get it like over their heads. So it's never been done before either. So it's never been done before. Okay, so it's quite. Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah, I'm gonna kiss you in the air. Yeah. Well, the whole thing might be, it could be the end. Wait. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ah! Try again. Throw him back. Throw him back. Throw him back. Wait, no, throw him back. Oh shit. Wait, here we go. Yeah, you don't deserve it. They didn't kiss. Come on, we gotta do it again. Come on, because Okay. They got a kiss though. Ready? You direct.
3, 2, 1, go.
One more. The same people. Same people. Go on, throw it
Third
back.
time's the charm, or what?
Third time's a charm. They got a kiss in the air, guys. Come on.
With tongue.
So what I throw, you hit it. I get it. Just 3, 2, 1. Ah. All right, come on. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Come on. Fourth time. This is it.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right, anyway, give a round of applause for your panelists. Wasn't that fun? Yes, great song, DJ. And if you're next to the stage, get yourself up here. We've got a special guest moderator, our friend Bam, ladies and gentlemen. I get to know you. Yeah, go for it. Great song. Terrible fun. It's terrible fun. And lots of fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out here. I can spin me right now. And it's on there. Top. Who wants a t-shirt? T-shirt. A lesser cool but fun version. With better quality. Oh yes. I want this funny bad thing. My ear hurts pretty much. Here. Pick it up one. Do you want a banana? T-shirt. You've got a t-shirt. Who wants a t-shirt? T-shirt, security man.
Have you got your pandas? Your little pandas? Where are they? Oh yeah. You want this microphone? You want this microphone? Come in.
You spin me round, round, round. Get yourself a t-shirt. Viva Las Vegas. We've got another panel. We've only got a few left of the day. Push it. Pump it up. Damn, pump it up while your feet are stomping and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping.
The jam, pump it up while your feet are thumping, and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor, because that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stomping and the jam is bumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. Oh, a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what? A place to stay. Where's the party tonight? We got Vamp coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Give a big warm round of applause to Vamp.
Yes, the party, that's the dance floor, because that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. Your information.
Hello. I don't know. Maybe wait for the picture. So, maybe Solana. Yeah. Is it JRA or is it okay, Bam? I thought we're gonna wait for the picture so you sit in the row and everybody.
Jam, pump it up, pump it up, pump it, pump it, jam, pump it, pump it,
Yeah.
pump it.
Let me go aside.
Am I like?
So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vamp. As you heard, I'm also from the Ticket Bitcoin community, which is supporting, of course, MemeCon. And I'm very happy to hear you because I'm going to have questions for you too later and my great team here. So, we're going to talk about meme lore. We heard about technical parts, how to build up a meme coin, the general stuff from outside, from noise. But what is happening in the insides? How we entertain the people itself? What is actually the fruit going out? Because even if we like draw a picture, if the artist of one coin is going out, he has an idea. Like, where does it come from? Why would he put a line on a browser? Because today I have the official Raya ambassador here. We have the Solana Strategic Reserve. We have Brave. And we have Shitcoin. And before I talk too much, I wish that you actually present yourself to the people. And what are you doing here?
Sure, I'm AJ. I barely
I'm-
need that.
I'm AJ.
I am with Shitcoin, and we did a community takeover about 3 weeks ago when the original dev tried dragging the project. Is that enough, or would you like more information?
I meant like to hear out, not just. It's literally
It's
shitcoin.
literally a shit coming
It's
out
not
of it.
just a shitcoin. It's named shitcoin. So I think this is pretty bullish.
Yeah. And we can go more into. I can go more into it if you like.
If
So,
you think.
so shitcoin was developed by, and I think this goes on a lot in the industry today. There's a lot of projects, as we know, and only a very small percentage survive. And I think there's a lot of people out there who have great ideas but are not visionaries, right? And I think the meme coin space proves that. We had a dev who had an awesome idea. It was so awesome that I believe he was like one of the first people to put his face and his real name to a project, and that's kind of unheard of in the meme space, right? And it attracted a lot of people in the community, and they bought into it. He rallied the market cap up to 6.2 million in a week and a half. But then all the red flags were there, right? There was an invite from you guys from a MemeCon to come and join, and Solana conference in New York, which he accepted none of them. And at that point, I think we should have seen the red flags, but we didn't because we were blinded by the vision that he had set. And then suddenly on a Friday, he decided to pull the plug and abandon the project. And since then, he's actually launched 4 other versions of shitcoin, which he rugged as well. But it was an opportunity to step in and do a community takeover.
I wanted just to ask. So it's adding meanwhile a CTO actually.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a very successful CTO. I'm saying so far. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Then the
you.
lion.
My name is Guilherme Pantoja, and I'm with Brave. And since the launch of the token in 2017, we have been seeing the space just grow and transform over the years. And for the past 5 years or so, we started seeing more presence of memes in the space and the growing, of course, of Bitcoin. And then we started just merging into that world and started looking for advertising opportunities and seeing the growth of them, the growth of their communities, and the presence that they had in the space was just an interesting thing to see throughout the years. And looking at things that are the way they are now versus 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, it just transformed so much, and it's quite mesmerizing to see. And now me dressing as a lion is something that's probably would be outrageous 5 years ago, and now it's just something that has become part of the norm.
No, definitely. I know Brave browser for a while now, so even my husband is using it, not even in crypto. I think it's enough if one part of the relationship is in crypto. You're not gonna get broke. Please.
Beautiful. So, hey guys, I'm representing the Solana Strategic Reserve. My name is Ron, or GRA, whatever you prefer. So, what's the Strategic Solana Reserve? Is basically it was a mistake, right? It was launched as a test of the Pump Fund ecosystem, right? And what happened was that it was launched by Enigma out of Enigma Fund, and his wallet apparently was doxed. So it kind of generated about $28 million in volume in the first 24 hours. So like we kinda had to run with it, right? That was the bummer. But yeah, he had $1 million in his wallet because he threw 5 SOL at it on Pump.Fun. Apparently that gives you a lot of the market cap and percentage, right? And here we are today. Like we ran with it. We created this amazing lore behind it. We created a mascot that's an eagle, which is kind of rare in the space. Got a lot of animals, but our strategy is kind of like our angle is to make animals great again, right? And deport the illegal animals out of the Solana ecosystem, and deport the ruggers and everything like that. And we formed the egalitarian community around that. And yeah, of course, like any token in the beginning of this year, we got completely wrecked after Trump launched his coin, and then Melania, and then you know the story, right? We don't need to circle the drain here, but basically what happened is that we didn't sell a single token.
I mean, it's a
And
reserve. It should help.
it should reserve the tokens. Very well said. So yeah, we're here to this day. We continue building. We went down to like 300K market cap. We're back up at like 1.3, I think, something like that. We 5x'd 2 weeks ago, and the team is working hard, and the team's here.
Beautiful. Rio,
Thank you. I love how I pronounce my name. It's actually Yuri. Guys, I am Yuri. I'm Belgian, now living in Portugal, having a podcast. People recognize me with my Belgian accent. And actually, Brave, Luke Mulks, was a guest on my podcast. And who was also a guest on the podcast? Rio. I'm presenting Rio today. So I had first Coindesk as my sponsor, and then Rio came on the show. And I said, Rio, what is Rio? It's a coin from Japan. It's an ecosystem from Japan. Now they have a meme coin. And you say, how do they come on my show?
Also saw like little Rio-chan, the dog.
Yeah, Rio Chan, exactly. But you know how it goes. I said meme coins, and before Rio, what will that be? But then they said, Yuri, we are in Toronto. We are, sponsoring the Futurist Blockchain Futures Conference. We are the main sponsor, main stage. Come and do our panel, moderate our panel. But I said, I just moved to Lisbon. I'm moving to Lisbon. My girlfriend will not be happy that I need to go to Toronto. And I said to my girlfriend, oh, honey, there is an opportunity to go. You are not letting me here alone, she said. And then so I made it work, guys. So I was in Toronto. I met the founders. I met the whole people behind Rio. And I was a bit like, okay, this is a really, wow, passionate project. I love it. And now what is Rio about? So they are building an whole ecosystem in Japan. We don't hear about it. It's very regulated. You don't have a lot of information, but I'm here. And what is now the Rio? The Rio meme token, Rio-chan. Well, actually, it's built on the samurai spirit. Think samurai, think of courage, think of honor, think of yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And you see my t-shirt, but also compassion. And so actually it's a meme token. We heard it, or we heard it already. There is no utility for tokens. Well, Rio-chan has utility. We come back to that later, but it has utility. Rio-chan is actually a fighter, like the samurai against scams. So everyone getting into Rio-chan has access to a scam detection solution for when they invest in Rio. And
Yeah,
now
I
will
would
shut
like
up.
that. A samurai fighting for my right against drugs. That would be great. I love that. So let's tap in because I want to actually know what is meme lore and why does it actually matter in the long-term success of a meme coin? We want to start again from this row?
Sure. So I think it's a good one. Like meme lore to me is the backstory, right? That's what lore means, and I think yeah, you have all sorts of types of lore in different types of tokens, right? And there's no single recipe of success to me. Like you can have zero lore and be crazy successful as a coin. I think, for example, Dogecoin, right, is or was at the beginning, but it still is like super shallow. It's a JPEG of a freaking dog from the internet, right?
But this is already lore. If you
That,
say without lore, you're this is the boundary area. Or we
mm,
say, oh, it has no lore. Yeah, but where does it come from? Is it something already existing? Then it has already lore. It's there.
to me, it's kind of like how hard you try. Like if you're trying hard to create lore, like I think you can get on the deeper side. For example, on SSR side, we created a mascot, Baron Trump Feather, that deports illegal animals out of Solana, and there's this and this that, And we have videos like of the guy deporting Hawk Tua, right, and stuff like that. Um, like I think that's on the try hard side, and we're like continuously creating stories and narratives around that. Whereas if you have like yeah, a picture of a dog or something like that, it can work out just fine, right? There's again no recipe of success. But I think there's two ways to go about meme lore, and that's the kind of the 2 points I wanted to start digging into. Yeah.
How much has Brave to do with meme lore as a good browser? I mean, you step into the
Well,
cosmic fair too. It's not that you're
regarding Brave,
left
I
out.
cannot speak in their regard, but I can say personally, meme lore, the way that I see it, is just a part of internet culture. It's just something that you either have to be there or you will not be able to experience it fully.
Ah, someone did his homework, I see.
We were talking about this yesterday, actually, about the Bitcoin, and how it came to be, and about all the lore about Bitcoin and the things that I was just missing out. And it truly, it's one of those things that you either are there to experience it fully, or you're gonna miss out on the key details and not fully understand it. And we have been seeing this, throughout the years. Like Octua eventually be one of those things. And so we had Christian, we had Boxy, we had many other things throughout the internet. And now with the creation of memes as an asset, we get to see their full experiment. And sometimes the lore that does appear and constitute a part of their personality. We just had Honey Badger, for example. Now we have Bitcoin, and we have so many others that have their own very intimate lore and stories. And it's one of those things. Again, you have to be really a part of it, otherwise you'll not be able to fully experience it.
Shitcoin.
Yeah, I think you guys summarized what lore is generally in the meme space. Um, but specifically what it means to me, I think lore is something that develops and evolves as a project grows. What the lore was for our project when it started is very different to what it is today. What it is today is everything that we've been through, all the shit that we've been through. It defines our character. It makes us who we are. Same thing as what defines us as individuals in life, right? All the shit that we go through, it takes years, right? I'm 51, so who I am today has taken 51 years to develop. But I think for a project or a token and the community, their lore is what they've been through, the challenges that they've had, what they've had to overcome as a community and grow. And I think that's different for each project. But yeah, generally speaking, I think you guys covered that quite well. Thank you.
Very similar thoughts. Do we have agreement here too?
Yeah, I agree with that. And actually, it's all about storytelling, about the narrative, about Rio. I mentioned this, Japan, Mystic. I mentioned, the samurai. But there is also Rio. Actually, before there was the yen in Japan, they had the gold standard, right? And then Rio was like the gold coin at that moment. And then they have been building now for 7 years on the Rio ecosystem, because it's not only a token, there is also ATMs, there is also an whole mall. So their vision, their narrative, their whole passion of the founders is to have crypto for the masses. That your grandmother can use crypto to buy stuff, that she can understand it. And yeah, that's the Rio coin narrative.
Yeah, we scratched actually already on the next question because I like what every one of you said. It's long term. And this also means it has already old history. Even before Bitcoin, there had been memes and this had lore. So we're not talking just about on chain. There's like a whole evolvement with internet culture in it. And a lot of people forget actually that someone like me, for example, I hang out there every day. This is why meme lore is actually so important to me. Meme lore is there that you can keep yourself busy. You want to dive into, you want to add to, yeah, you want to be part of something. It's also like the coming out of tribalism we feel here. Everyone wants to belong somewhere in the whole world. So we said already it's not easy actually to intentionally bring out a meme or meme lore. But I think I might go in that direction a bit 50-50 because at some point, I mean, with Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu, we have the backpack. For everyone who doesn't know, it's everything based on a backpack that was posted on 4chan. And this backpack was a Chinese misprint in a market in the Netherlands. And they just put like famous stuff on it. So it was literally Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 EU, later going on. And you have already a lot of material to build there. Yeah, we have so many aspects. We have Obama, Harry Potter, Sonic topic, everything, even the Inu, the whole number system with the 10. So there's a lot there. But what is reaching over is actually what happens in the Telegram. If you have an active Telegram or a Discord or whatever community you choose, even the X communities, everything there, it's interesting because I missed the line now. I'm so sorry. No, these people bring up new lore. There's actually, did you know that Ticket Bitcoin owns the body of Ben Affleck? Yeah, we do. So what choice actually of blockchain of layer 2, may it be Ethereum or Base, whatever, how do you think it's affecting the meme lore itself by choosing the right blockchain.
Yeah, I'll directly say why they took Solana at Riot Chan, because we're talking about fighters. Fighters needs to be agile, needs
Yeah,
to
the
be fast, needs to be
defense.
so Solana. And I'm positive.
Well, yeah, Solana, strategic Solana reserve, so that's easy for me. No, actually, I think it's you have to pick your battleground a little bit, right? And like as you're launching, you kind of need to understand what's this niche that I'm addressing here, and like both all chains I think have their pros and cons. Like one of the last panelists spoke about like Base versus Solana and stuff like that. I think they both have their strengths. Like for example, for Base, I would go for Base for longevity, right? For maybe less rugs per second, RPS. Just made that up. As Solana, it's obviously more value extraction kind of like mentality and a bit more PvP-ish, right? And so on and so forth. So I think it's very important to choose your battleground and who you vibe with as well, because at the end of the day, dude, if this was not supposed to be fun and vibe based, like let's just do stocks. You know, let's go back to fucking stocks like our parents did, and just forget about it. So I think like Solana, for all its faults, I think it's a great fucking place. It's like we have tons and tons of fun. It's super degenerate and yeah, thank God for Pump Fun. To be honest, like I think it was a net positive into Web3 in general.
Yeah, there's definitely an
And
upside
yeah,
to that. We
yeah,
cannot
and
overshadow everything about that. Like, there's also a very good part. It's like always the
absolutely,
choice of the people. This is what people forget. If there's a tool brought out, even if you bundle something, it actually has a reason why you're able to bundle something. It doesn't mean you should rug
100%,
everything.
right, 100%. And yeah, just to tie back to the meme lore and what AJ said before, I think like the struggles are actually like the struggles that a project goes through also build into that lore as well, right? It's not something that you have to build actively. Something that like yeah, market crash happens to you, and then or the dev rugged and the community CTO'd, or you know like there's tons of meme lore connected to like fog, for example, where like the designer didn't get paid, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. That adds to the lore, and that's what kind of drives into the price action afterwards in the future. So there's
Happening
the
through the
struggles, right?
time.
The fights,
Exactly.
all the dips and the crashes, and still being there. I think it's
What
key.
does our dear brave lion say to that?
Oh, sorry, I had no worries.
It's a bit mad choice for you because you're the browser guy here, but
Do I have a browser?
huh?
Do you have a browser?
No, I mean you.
Oh, so throughout the years, we saw a big shift. Initially, was mostly all about Ethereum. That's where people would go to build their utility at their platforms at, and most transactions used to be in Ethereum. And we got to see a major shift when Solana showed and started doing things in a more affordable manner in a way that just worked. Because before that, we had Cardano, we had Polkadot, we had all of these other platforms and blockchains that were mostly just a proposal. They weren't fully ready to receive these transactions, nor these major user base. So we just used Ethereum until something arrived. And in 2021, I believe that's when Brave partnered with Solana and made a huge shift to start transacting directly on Solana, which we now do today. Through on-chain rewards, which basically just means you don't have to go through a custodian. You can self-custody your own rewards that you get through the browser by seeing advertisement. So these major shift allowed for many other projects to create and build on top of the platform. Many dApps started creating that way, and those then allowed for projects to just start, and then meme coins start, and we saw like a huge flood just coming in of many coins and tokens just appearing on the market, and that was very interesting to see, but at the same time it was a little bit alarming. That's probably the point when he said that we would all return to stocks. And it's like I said, I've been saying it often over and over again. It's been very interesting to see, and it makes me wonder about the future. But at the same time, it seems like a natural course for things where things just get more easily accessible for many people, and that leads to just people wanting to have fun with projects.
Yeah, you still want to feel close in either way. Like, even if you're just not looking at it the whole time, not being
Yeah,
such a big part of the community, you still want to be like you want to feel like your essence, the personal essence.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I know.
like even like then you have to think of what defines a meme, and then you have projects like Pizza DAO, for example, then it's just like we all get together and order some pieces and we'll talk about crypto, and that ended up becoming a huge thing. And it's just really cool to see the many things that come around, and it's just not directly meme coins, but all these other projects that bring utility just in fun manners and fun ways, for all this new audience that does help to grow the space and just overall the fun in this space. And I'll just add, because I mentioned Pizza DAO, and I have to, otherwise my bosses will murder me, that we did advertise Pizza DAO on our Brave browser, and they went from 17 users daily to a spike of 60,000, which was just a really cool thing to see. And at the same time, we're running a meme coin program, and we did get to advertise Woofy, and just many other at the time. It was pretty interesting to see, and just getting these things into more of a normie standard just made it the whole thing grow.
AJ, what is the best choice here?
So, I've been in crypto for about eight years, but just started in the meme space in January this year. Um, 6 months, but you know how much you can learn in 6 months in this space.
It's 1 year in real life,
Yes,
so
yeah. So I didn't choose where shitcoin was deployed, and it was on Solana, and it's a great place to be. It's fun. But JR, just going back to what you said, just the one word that you said, it's got to be fun. So for me, I think the what chain it's on does matter in terms of the community that you initially want to address, but that shouldn't stop you if you want to choose Base or Sui or Solana, Ethereum, so be it. It's all about the ability to grow your community, right? And keep them connected and keep them coming back for more. So I think the chain that it's on is irrelevant. It's all about the fun and community.
I disagree.
That's okay.
I disagree completely because we literally have the Solana strategic reserve here. And if that wouldn't be first on Solana, it would be like,
that launched on Base,
came it from base?
Especially if it was called Solana Special Reserve on Base. Absolutely.
infiltrated in there,
Yeah.
on-chain spy, things like that.
Yeah. I see why you disagree. Solana is by far the best today. It's the most fun place
I disagree here.
in my opinion, it's the most fun place to be. It's being in the trenches is completely different to trading or investing in the retail space with altcoins and Bitcoin and stuff. And it's real, it's raw. You feel what your community is feeling every minute of the day. You get direct input from them. And if they don't like it, you're gonna hear it. As opposed to if you go onto the altcoin space or Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? If you've got a gripe with how that product is running, it doesn't matter if you raise your hand or not. Nobody's listening. It's too big. I love the impact that individuals can have in a community in the meme space, and it's powerful, right? Everybody has a voice. To me, that's what makes it fun.
That sounds good.
So we're,
Yeah.
we're seeing real life utility too.
Exactly.
Can
Yes.
you read
yes.
over so everyone can hear? Say it again, please. I didn't hear.
It's where we started seeing real life utility as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds really great. So I think personally, it actually maybe is a reason where you want to start, at what chain you want to start, depending maybe.
Yeah.
I may agree that at some point it's actually unreasonable where it is, like they just buy it because they want to have the product. It says like the meme coin itself. They don't really care in the end. This is just like the screaming from the other sides at one point. Why would we not buy it on Solana if you're on Ethereum? So you
Just on that
gotta.
point, I think people forget that every token is a product, right?
Yes.
Just like everything else in the world we've ever experienced, right? You could have the best, shiniest thing in the world, and if you don't market it right, if you don't get the attention of a big audience, it's nothing. You can shelve it, right? How many times have you guys gone on
It's ending
Instagram?
in the data void.
Right, and you've bought something that just looks great. They've just marketed it, and it arrives, and the packaging is horrible, and it's flimsy, and it doesn't work. Right, same with
Doesn't fit.
tokens as well.
Yeah.
Right.
This is good that you say that because just gonna squeeze my question in it because this is like also to that topic. Why do you think sometimes it feels that a meme coin got discovered and one who literally launched? Because sometimes it happens that you find a coin after 1 year and you never fucking heard of it, and your friends neither. You have no idea it's existing, but at some point, if you have another project, then there can be even completely new. And I know it can depend on KOLs, for example, who would speak for the launch. This is something what influences it. But what actually is here the thing? Why do you think it feels like it's some are discovered and some are launched?
Yeah, in the case of Rio, it's really clear because there are regulations in Japan. There, Rio is really well known by people. It's also a real specific audience, like 40, 50, 60 years old, are buying it, are keeping it. It's a long time project. But in Europe, in the US, nobody heard about it. So how can you make
You didn't
create
even make it
trust? So
overseas, yeah.
people, they came on my podcast, we went there, we talked about it, we just you meet the people behind the project. You see the founders on stage. They are approachable. You can talk to them. And so this creates people start to talk about it. And so this creates, of course, the buzz, which can then go further. Like when it's artificially created, I don't think it's always the best, like one KOL or you heard something. In this case, it's a real project. It's a story. It's they have certificates. They are because of the regulations, which can be a bad thing. In their case, it's a good thing because it creates a trust. And they are building their community there in Japan, which is called now Rayonins. And so yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I know because you need to have the create a community also from in the beginning, before you launch this meme token. They already had the community. And now the Rayonins are the people that, go in first in this meme token. Yeah, yeah, right.
Do you guys think in the long term there is needed meme lore? If even if it's like not forced, made by community, that someone is looking into it and keeping it aligned, like naming it, this is something what we like to have in our law, so it's spreading. Sometimes it just happens. People post like the same meme overall and they know, oh, this is from that community. But at some point, what does the reserve say?
Yeah, I can take that one in the sense that I think you need meme lore in the short, in the medium, and the long term. If you're not a straight up cabal coin, and you're guaranteed price action and you're guaranteed up only, right? I think you need meme lore necessarily, right, to maintain any sort of success in the long run. And again, we talked about fun. Don't want to circle the drain, but you kind of need lore for it to be slightly fun, right? But at the end of the day, to drive price action and drive attention, this is an attention economy. You got to be loud. You got to be out there. And we also touched a bit on community, and I think that's absolutely essential. But just to go back to your point, like meme lore is always going to be an absolute necessity unless you're guaranteed success in other ways, right? And like cabals and stuff like that.
Shitcoin. Is that stinky for shitcoin, or
Sorry.
is meme lore planning big stinky for shitcoin, or
No, I think it's really important. I think law is like with businesses, right? They have their values, right? Like your families have their fundamental beliefs, your culture and religion, whatever it is you believe in. You tie yourself, you attach yourself to the values of that project or that community, whatever it is. So I think if the law dies, I think ultimately the community will die.
do you guys think lore will die? Nah.
Well, law is I think it's different for each product, for each project, right? I think
Definitely. I'm just calling more, like just the lore itself. Meme core itself. This is never happening that this is
I don't think
disappearing.
meme law is going to die, but I
No.
think projects have the ability to kill their law individually.
Definitely. So, what is actually your favorite meme lore from each ticket? You can choose. It can be your favorite coin, it can be your less favorite coin, but it has actually good meme lore.
XRP.
Uh-huh.
It's my favorite meme coin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting
It's
meme
like,
coin chain.
did you have that? Doesn't everyone have like this corporate buddy who's shilling you XRPs for like 10 years and he's promising like, dude, BlackRock is in it, dude. Like, you gotta buy in. Dude, I've been hearing this shit for the past
Do we
for the
trust
past
Ripple?
for the past 20 years about Ripple,
Do we trust Ripple?
it's a meme. It's got a lot of lore that yeah, my corporate friends love it.
Rio?
Yeah, of course, Rio. But I like the expertise. I no, I like this. I like this. I don't know, you guys. Where do you get your information from? I sometimes look, and it's crazy, it's funny, but I look on TikTok, and if you see on TikTok, you have these XRP like guys that are against, or you like really, talking in positive talks. So that is really interesting to look to watch that. Yeah, but of course.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to hog the mic. But SSR, I have to, Rio
That's
and
very
SSR.
rude.
That's my favorite meme coin.
Do you wanna sit on his lap maybe and talk?
But it just said that Rio is his favorite meme token. So, but
Yes.
but, be sh- but the thing is, with all
Oh,
these
let the lovers alone.
with all these scams these days, if you look for on Google for Rio, be sure you come on the right Rio token. So best is if you are interested, check my Twitter. I have the link in there, because as it is nowadays, you cannot be careful enough when you look for coins, right?
Okay, what is your Twitter? How should people find you?
That's my name, Yuri Bilas.
So you see, if
There's
you
one-
want to
yeah,
connect,
so
want to look it
that's
up.
yeah, make friends. Like we are already friends. Just by being on the panel. So yeah.
AJ, what is your favorite meme lore?
Well, I've got to say shitcoin, obviously, for everything we stand for. But I do want to go back to something that really appealed to me early on this year, which was Vine. I thought their law was fantastic, and it had a sense of utility, a promise of utility behind it, and an app, and a whole new system of delivering, bringing back Vine 6-second clips again. I was really bought into that. But hey, there's plenty. I like seeing new things. I think recently, I really enjoy the content and from Fat Fella season. I'd like to see more stuff like that. Not necessarily. I think that got quite boring, but I think there is a place for more content driven tokens out there. And I'm excited to see how as AI develops, what that content will look like. But yeah, if you're going to ask me, it's going to be shitcoin. I think our law, what we stand for, bringing in communities and individuals that have been rugged, have been burned, and want to join a project where we've got nothing to hide. We're transparent. There's a face, a voice, and a real name to the project. And I'd like to see more meme projects doing that, actually, becoming real, as opposed to standing behind an icon.
Actually, we have something cooking right now. We're creating a TG bot,
He's
an X
so
bot.
rude again, isn't
So,
he?
what? Did I interrupt? Did I cut off anyone? Sorry. No, we were creating a TG and X bot to bring our mascot to life, right? Using proprietary AI. So yeah, just to the point of like bringing stuff to life, actually,
Yeah.
right? And people can get in there and talk to our mascot, exactly like that, but AI. So the robotic.
Let me do the same to him.
They start fighting now for the
Because
microphones. Can we have more microphones? I think they're gonna step themselves from the chair.
yeah, it's like like the samurai, right? We are fighting like yeah. Like but that I did. I mentioned in the beginning that Rio has utility. Well, this is a kind of the utility to detect scams because of an AI system that detects, that looks at the smart contracts. They have a portfolio management system. Of course, all of that is value that you get out of it. Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends working on projects that I know haven't been done. I'm excited to see them. I think the advancement of AI is going to allow us to see new projects with new ideas and new attractions that have never
I
been
mean,
seen
there's
before.
a big vibe going on. Had been a lot of meme coins outstanding from the IA era, so it's not just all shit. And I found it very interesting that even the terminals started to have their own madness brain and were actually able to create an ecosystem, and which is completely meme based. Also, there's like a lot of projects out of there who try to actually push through that and continue with that. And I think this is the same as memes had been new a few years ago. This is also new now. It needs to calm down again. It had a huge hype. It went down. Now some people even disappeared, but I think everything will get its balance. And I think it's actually cool. I like it if they try to bring it on you and not just saying we are another AI. Like who wants that? Nobody is like, do you want another AI? Do you? I don't know. So I cannot ask everyone, but okay, listen, guys, there's now a question for you. I want to have everyone at once You're gonna tell me the ticker of your favorite meme lore. I'm gonna count and you're gonna say the ticker, everyone at once. So I'm gonna hear it. I can hear every one of you. 1, 2, 3. This is not at the same time, but thank you for participating. So many people. So,
What about my favorite meme lore?
huh?
What about my favorite meme lore?
I just wanted to ask. Like coming back to you.
Getting the
Yeah.
overcaffeinated vibes from design.
Yeah. Do I have to mislead the dear people who are listening? Do you want to?
But it's the same. It's the Bitcoin.
No,
Yeah.
because you're the line, right? Do you know who has the crown on his head? It's me.
Well, you may be the queen, but I'm the king. The king of the jungle now. Terrible. Let him on land.
You're gonna
But mine
marry
is
me
Bitcoin,
first.
and you have the coolest merch.
This guy's brave. Sorry about that. This guy is good, huh? With his joke.
So we know now you're all big into shitcoin meme lore, not just like the meme coins itself, but there's something spreading out of it. If we hear whack me, if we hear hodl, if we hear words like that, this is actually slang coming from ticker, not from Ticker Bitcoin itself, like from Tickers itself. It has new words adapting as new memes and new lore is built up. So I want to know, do you have slang? Because we have a lot of slang in Ticker Bitcoin. I mean, we also own the body of Ben Affleck, so of course we're gonna have that. Do you know, guys, actually the ticker is? The ticker is Bitcoin? The ticker you're asking the whole time? Ticker itself, the phrase came from Ticker Bitcoin. A lot of people don't know that. It had its first reach with ETH, but it got blown up actually with Ticker Bitcoin. And I'm not hating for other people using this now. I actually like if you remember it. That's the only thing what's keeping the lore alive. It's history. So some of these points shouldn't be ignored. So maybe you tell the people, how do you communicate in your coin? Is there something like that?
I haven't thought about that actually.
Mm.
I guess we're used to using the names and the abbreviations that have been formed and
Yeah,
just
we have.
happen in the industry. I actually I try and avoid words like hodl and buy and especially with young projects and then the one that I'm in, it's just literally about community. I start with community. I don't talk about price. I don't talk about market cap. It's only about building community at this point. And I'm assuming that as you grow and you guys probably have more experience, that doesn't change because you don't stop growing that community, right? It's always about reaching out to more people, getting more people to understand what you're bringing to the table, what this community is about. So yeah, I think if you focus on the community, everything else will just come.
How is it with Brave? Do you have certain sentences? For example, Ticket Bitcoin always says never coom, what means don't sell.
Not really. One thing that has been like an issue for a real long time within the community is that BAT stands for Basic Attention Token instead of Brave Attention Token, because there's meant to be a separation between the Brave as a product, as a browser, and the things that Basic Attention Token can actually do.
Yeah, but even at Brave itself, you could have, if you bring something new up, for example, a new tool, anything, an add-on, whatever. There's some even from the company maybe presented something as a new language, what's getting adapted. So I don't know if you have been very pump pilled, for example, when you use pump fun. There's like phrases who got brought up. Like, does Brave something have like that?
I didn't quite understand the question. Apologies. Stay brave, baby. That's
Yeah,
funny now. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
that's exactly what I wanted
Okay, yeah.
to hear. What is with the reserve?
So I don't think we have a lot of slang, but yeah, we have slogans, right? Our one of our slogans is "Make animals great again." Obviously, we have like our motto is "Hodl infinitum." It's like a Latin, you know. It goes back to the Romans. They said "Hodl." You can check that later on ChatGPT. No, just kidding. Don't do that. They didn't. But it's "Hodl infinitum." It's not actually slang, but it's yeah, it's like a community thing. It's a slogan.
Nice, I like that.
So yeah, Rio has, of course, its slogans too, like crypto for the masses. things like that, like with the samurai, talking about specific slang. Maybe it's in Japanese and I don't know about it, so that I would need to check out. But it's a good question. I will get back to that. Maybe that's also a good post or a good podcast episode. Maybe. Thanks.
It's interesting. I thought there would be more language. No, it's actually very adaptive because the thing is, if you see it like on the timeline, for example, you know there's something going on. Everyone is saying the same thing. Why? You want the people to have the question. This is why there are so many communities like to be more mythical. You know, they speak in tongues,
I think what you're asking is, I think slogans are very different from abbreviated
but it
words,
can adapt.
right?
You continue to say it,
Yes. If you continue to
and
say your
so
slogan, it
it's
becomes
language.
part of your story, right? And I guess sometimes that can be borrowed by other communities as well. And that has to be how the word hodl and ticker started. It started off with one thing and then other communities borrowed it. So yes, I guess in that respect, slogans are important.
I
Yeah.
think too. Yeah. It's not just the slogans itself. I mean,
Yeah.
someone from the community can bring something up. Something funny can happen. And they say, I don't know, they maybe even have like a new national day.
Yeah.
This can,
Shitcoin day.
yeah, see. The birthday of
National
the
Shitcoin
coins,
day.
the birthday of your coins normally
Absolutely.
have great new names.
Yeah.
Like presidencies, I don't know, everything has new day. NFT mint day, they're gonna have birthday again. Everything what's on it so we can celebrate birthdays. Yes.
Absolutely. I want a shit reserve. I want a shit reserve. An official shit reserve. Absolutely. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, networking on stage. I love that. We had that before. The magic
Yeah.
is keeping going. No, that's great. So you already said that some people don't tap too much in it and some people are more open. I just put myself as an example. I'm fully doxed. And I believe also that Ticket Bitcoin is one of the coins who has like the most doxed people. But this is not always the case for coins. Why do you think could it be a good reason to have anonymity or pseudonymity in meme lore? There are a lot of complete communities who say doxing is not cool.
As I can speak for my project, it's not my project, but the Rio project. You can see everything on their website. Go to Rio, the founders, everything. But it's all about trust, and they are for crypto for the masses, not for the blockchain community.
Yeah,
So
because you want to trust the people. Sometimes
right.
I'm questioning myself, if I don't know any one of you, who should I trust?
But also, if you're not inside the blockchain community and then you're in Web2 and say, why is everyone like, you don't know who these people are. So if you want to build a trust and you want to really, involve the masses, people for the masses, you need to see who those people are. The same, yeah, that's what I feel about it.
Well, I think it's about respect, right? I think you have to respect people's boundaries up until a certain point. I respect people that are undoxed. I'm kind of like in the middle. I don't know. I don't go put myself out there too much. But like people get to know you as well, right? And there's a trust scenario definitely. I think that's the big part of it. You don't need to be like fully KYC'd and totally doxed and people knowing your bank account for people to ape into your project, right? So from that point, like we don't have the regulations like the as the stock market does. So I mean, I think we'll get there eventually because there'll be more and more barriers coming from sexes, coming from wherever to KYC and doxa teams. But and I think it's important, right? It's healthy and it's sane. Like people want to know who to point fingers when shit goes wrong, right? Because they're putting your money into your project and you're just a PFP and a fucking random number or name rather. But I think it's important as well to respect people's boundaries and shit like that. So I totally respect people who want to remain undoxed. Like the founder of Solana of the SSR, Enigma, out of Enigma Fund, the name, right? Obviously, it's a VC, it's a VC fund, and he's not doxed at all. So yeah, I totally respect that. But in like in the years that has been on this space, he's built a reputation that manages to capture trust while remaining undoxed, right? And having like a thriving VC fund and an advisory practice on the back of everything else that we're doing, right? So I think that's my take on it.
Lion G, what do we think? Should we stay Anon
Well,
or not?
working with Brave, privacy is a very sensitive topic, and it's something that we value very much, and we put as our highest priority when talking about navigating the internet is the user's privacy. It's the thing that comes first. So right now, for example, I'm replacing Mr. Battern, who is not fully doxxed, so it chooses not to be here because it's face fronting. While I have the choice of being face fronting, and I'm here in his place. So overall, it's like Jean said, it's about respect. It's about one's choice. But I believe that that person is allowed for that choice. I believe that to be human right, the right for privacy.
AJ.
Really good question. Um, and I probably got 100 answers for it, but
Indeed.
the one I'm going to go with is let's go back to what you said about Solana. It was a different time, a different space. The audience for cryptocurrency was a lot smaller than what it is today. It's getting bigger day by day. There's more tokens coming out every day, and the communities are getting more focused on specific niches, right? I mean, you could have a token tomorrow that is all about a community about black carpet, right? And I think as these new niche communities and projects get built, the presence of a doxed and real person is more and more important. I see that especially in the meme space, right? It's a level of trust that is needed. I don't think so much in let's go back 5 years for Solana and Cardano and all those other tokens. They were never represented by somebody. It was represented by the community, the force and the power behind the utility, right? As opposed to memes, which we talked about stand for mostly nothing. You got to follow a leader, right? It doesn't mean that person is a leader. So yeah, I'm a big believer of
Yeah, they need
soft
someone to
individuals.
look up to. If it's just like an artist, even can be someone out of the community.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have to be the dev, like someone
Absolutely.
important. But
But I do think it's important for when projects are created, especially fair launch projects that have a doxed dev, that the dev is open to letting the community know that the show should go on without them. I think it's really important. I make a point of saying this to my community when I talk to them. This is not the AJ show. It's if I'm not here tomorrow, you guys have to have the ability to keep this community together.
very
And I
important
think
that they don't
for-
get lazy.
Yes, and it's important for any dev for a project to instill that in their community and plan for somebody else taking over in the event that they get hit by a bus or whatever. Um, yeah, I just wanted
That's
to
key,
make
man.
that point.
Yeah.
I think projects really need to focus on look. Everyone always blames the dev, right? And sometimes it's not always the dev.
No, it's actually not. Sometimes the dev is back in the end and just watching,
Right.
doing nothing, waiting until he can maybe sell out. I don't know. Yeah, it happens.
And I found that in the last 4 weeks. I found as my community wants me to do more docs dev stuff, that really is in the spaces, right? Empowering them, letting them know what we're doing next. And the community steps up and they are actually doing a lot of the hard work. They don't realize it, but they are doing the hard work because they bought into that vision that what that project is about. And to me, that's what makes a community, right? The dev is there, but it's the people behind who really know what's going on. They're the ones in the trenches.
Absolutely.
I just want to add that we shouldn't see meme coins as at all as with all the seriousness in the world. We should see them for what they were meant to be, and that is for the fun.
Yeah.
And making that a mandatory for a project success, not being around the fun, but being about the docs and the things. I cannot fully agree with it. I mean, we have artists like Pac, which we don't know they truly are. We have artists like Banksy in Web 2 that we don't truly know they are, and it's still fun and still very well successful. So there's still space and there's still uh, that little bridge for people that can be doxxed and still make it work. If it's the end project, it's still something that is fun and that can create and generate a community all around it.
And that's lore as well. Like not knowing who the founder is exactly, or there's some mystique around it. I think that builds into the lore.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like saying back.
It's so nice that you say that because it's bringing back to the point how I started the whole
Yeah.
program talking about meme lore here. because I wanna keep myself busy with something. If you don't have any lore on the coin or like any pictures or anything, what the fuck do I do with it? Would I even made this if I wouldn't have like great created NFTs which are celebrated as little creatures? No, it wouldn't. So
The
this is
likelihood of a project crashing or being rugged back then was less than it is
yeah,
today as well.
yeah.
Which is, you know, the balance of power shifts, right? Is I think people expect that now. They want to see that they have something they can hold on to.
Definitely.
Preach.
So I don't want you now to clap because this fucker here is sleeping. and and I want you all to clap so fucking loud right now that he's gonna wake up. 1, 2, 3. Dumpster, wakey, wakey. So he's awake. He pretends to not hear anything. It took him actually some time to wake up,
You're
but
that interesting, huh?
thank you very much for the big applause. It was not just meant for here, literally to beat up this man. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
You bring some questions back to your community. Maybe look for, is there maybe even language in my coin? Can I use something? Think about it and explore it, use it on the timeline. Because if you do that, people will have questions. They want to find out why do the fuck talk they like that. So thank you for being here. And
for
I
having
wish you still great fun in the next panel.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Appreciate it. And for anyone that hasn't scanned the QR code on the shitcoin banner, please do so. I'm not asking you to buy, I'm asking you to check out our community. It really is a lot of fun. Come in for the shits and giggles.
On that note, we're handing out $1,000 for the QR code on SSR. Sorry, dude, I don't want to overshadow you like or anything like that. Like if you see any SSR QR code, it doesn't say in the QR code, but it's $1,000 in there. So just like it's two or three clicks. Yeah, get in there, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Thank you, Vamps. And it's all gravy, lady.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Just
Uh-huh. So seductive. I take you to the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
Yeah.
One more taste of what I got.
Uh-huh.
I'll have you spending all you got.
Come on.
Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
You can have it your way. How do you want it? You gon' back that thing up or should I push up on it? Temperature rising, okay, let's go to the next level. Dance floor jam packed, hot as a tea kettle. I break it down for you now, baby, it's simple. If you be an info, I'll be an info. In the hotel or in the back of the rental, on the beach or in the park, it's whatever you into. Got the magic stick, I'm the love doctor. Hey, your friends teasing you about how I sprung, I got you. Wanna show me you can work it, baby? No problem, get on top, then get to bounce around like a low rider. I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to this shit. After you work up the sweat, you can play with the stick. I'm trying to explain, baby, the best way I can. I melt in your mouth, girl, not in your hand. To the candy shop. I let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. One more taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa.
Girl, what we do
We do.
and where we do. The things we do are just between me and you. Give it to me, baby. Nice and slow. I'm on top, ride like you in a rodeo. You ain't never heard it sound like this before. Cause I ain't never put it down like this. Soon as I come through the door, she get to pulling on my zipper. It's like it's a race who could get undressed quicker. Isn't it ironic how erotic it is to watch in thongs? Had me thinking about that ass after I'm gone. When I touch the right spot at the right time. Lights on or lights off, she like it from behind. So seductive, you should see the way she whine. Her hips are so on the floor when we grind.
Yeah.
Oh, she ain't stopping, homie, I ain't stopping. Dripping wet with sweat, man, it's on and popping on my champagne campaign. Bottle after bottle is on, and we gon' sip to every bubble and every bottle is gone. To the candy shop.
Take it to the candy shop.
Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot.
Ah.
I'll take you to the candy shop.
Candy shop. Candy shop.
I take you to the candy shop. Autistic.
Candy shop.
Keep going to get the spot. Whoa.
Doesn't get much more weirder and stranger than me just in pink trying to sing 50 Cent. Ladies and gentlemen, those here still participating in Meme Con have all just won themselves thousands of dollars in spiritual karma. We got 2 panels left. About to get freaky in this next one. I hope everybody's here. Is everybody here for this panel? I've stopped. I don't know what's going on anymore. I haven't taken my meds. Oh shit! Left the meds in the hotel. What shit? Had a monster as well. Crazy, satanic. I think so. What is the next panel ready? Maybe he's got a phone call. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. We've had meme call. I've just got meme coins and the rise of digital brands. That's the lot. I've only got one left. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that as well. Have we missed that one? Is it 2 or 1? Just wanna party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time. Woohoo! Is there that one? And then have we done that one? Do we have Leanne, Ian, Lan? That's her name. Ilan, Ilan, Alex, Nick. We have Nick from Groovy Market. What about Carlito Sway? Oh shit, that's a good name. Where's Carlito Sway? Oh yeah, we could put both panels together. Let's put both panels together. Merge them. Merge them together. Party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Carlito Sway! No, you just look like one. You look like that Carlito Sway energy. You look Hispanic. I mean, I tried. Ladies and gentlemen of MemeCon 2025, the 4th installment. We've been to Lisbon, Bangkok, Singapore. Where are we going to go next after this? I don't know. I have no idea. Is it going to even exist? It's on edge. It's on edge. I think we've covered everything there is in the meme space, you know, and the numbers are dwindling. So, have we got any more va-va-voom in the tank? You tell me. I just realized that these 2 guys are the paid videographers and photographers of the day, so they don't even count as audience. They've just been here all day. I've just realized that. Well done, legends. They're here. So we've literally got Dave. This guy. You're on the panel. Are you on the panel? Okay, we're good. This guy's new. What's your name? Paul. I like it, Paul. It's simple. Good, Paul. I wouldn't have said Paul. I would have said a more like exotic name, but it's not. It's just Paul. Where are you from, Paul? Where? Portugal. Paul from Portugal. Like it. Makes sense. Simplicity. What do you do, Paul? Double agent. What? You're just chilling. Just to chill, he's retired. Let's go! Yeah.
Groovy Man's there. You're not interested. He's done. He's over. He's had enough. He's had enough. Whoa. It's over. It's at the end of the day. And give yourselves a round of applause, guys, for you still being here. And take. It's just a chit chat with us and Dave, and Paul's even left. Look, Paul just left. Paul, I just got to know Paul and he left. So what's your name and where'd you come from?
Johan from Sweden, founder of meme.com. We want to make memes great again.
Meme.com is a fucking expensive domain name, though. How the hell did you acquire that?
There's a long story and a short story. The short story is we had a previous project, one of the first NFT projects on Ethereum. So the sales from that let us buy it.
How much is it?
It's public. You can look it up.
How much ballpark figure? There's only like 10 people there. It's less than 10.
Around 7 figs.
If that gets out, there's only like 4 people that could be there.
I'm Swedish. I don't like to talk about money publicly.
7 figures. Is that million?
I think so. Between 1 and 2, I would say.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, that's good to have you, Johan.
Is this working? Yeah. So I'm Jax. This is the first time I've actually been on our own stage. I'm the founder, co-founder with Julian of MemeCon. I'm a degenerate gambler, definitely a meme coin addict, and yeah, I'm here to tell you all, about that.
Good job.
So Julian, or Metafrogi, as you can hear with my accent, I'm French, unfortunately. So now I was working with Jason to make it all that happen. And so I'm really happy to have this crowded room all together. But yeah, I'm happy to be here and happy to talk to you. And now transition between Jason and Martin. Now also I'm working with them, so we can talk also about that later.
Hello, I'm Martin. I'm from London, and I'm looking for love. As you can see, very old picture of me. You've kind of recycled when I was here at the last couple of meme cons. Yeah, there we go. You just need to but then it's Stonefire, isn't it? So, I think I've had a glow up and everything. I think we want some fun. Should we have some fun in this panel? For the 4 people that have sort of stuck around for this, are you paid to watch this one? No. You paid? Oh, it's me. Oh, yeah. so we're doing this. Are you paid or you? Daria's filming me. So we've got 2 people here on stage, and there we go. Oh, really? Okay, I think we could have some fun actually. As we've got 3, we can do some fun. Could you edit that on the video to say 3 million? Okay, on the stream. They're all on the live stream. They've gone home to watch it live stream in the comfort of their own home. Can I just say, it'd be a lot better if there was a lot more. These boys work so hard, okay? Obviously, no one cares, but I'm so grateful. If it wasn't for these boys, he wouldn't be at Ton. I wouldn't be here. We've had a really good time, and there's so much work that goes in this stuff. There we don't patronise me. They're very good. Yeah. We've all got white now. Last year, I didn't have any greys. Now, it's like, it's not even been an actual bad cycle, not even a bear run and stuff like that. Right, there we go. No, I like it. Shall I continue? I can do some musings. I can have some musings. There we go, someone else has joined. Have you forgotten your... He's only joined because he's forgotten his bag. That's it.
No, AJ's been here all day.
Really? Was that just a toilet break? What's your name? AJ. Yeah. Oh, so you sponsored it. So you've got a reason. So we've only got, who's the realest person here? I think it's either you or him.
Dave's pretty good, but we got those 2. What's his name?
He's zoned off now.
What's your name?
We're still going, mate. We're still going.
We've got 2 more. Mark, you got that guy and that guy.
We've got more. Okay, yeah, we'll give away. Should I continue or should we just Jack, what made you come up with this idea? Not to come on stage now, but MemeCon, yeah.
I don't know if everybody knows this story already. There's not many of you, but I can tell you, yeah.
Tell us again.
So, as I said, I am a full-blown fucking degenerate. Like, I honestly, I would argue if anybody in this room is more of a degenerate than myself. I have lost 6 figures in crypto over the years. I have gambled it all away, and in 2023, late 2023, actually, I was sat on my skateboard in a skate park in Portugal, and I was looking for crypto, well, meme coins, came across Ticker Bitcoin. It was a low point at that point, but saw Ticker Bitcoin, bought some Bitcoin, sold it way too early, then got to December 2023, sat in my room and I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I need a job. And literally came to my head the idea to create a meme coin conference because there wasn't one in the space. And I could not fucking believe it. And literally reached out to this guy here, who I'd worked with for many, many years, different places. We were constantly conversing, coming up with different ideas, weren't we? And all of them were shit.
Losing money.
Yes, yeah, I did, yeah. So I've lost you a lot of money as well. Yeah, a lot of people in my life have lost money due to, yeah, exactly. So yeah, got hold of this guy and you can tell the rest, basically, as well. Well, Julian put me in touch with John Karp from NFC. I went to him, I pitched him a deck with Ticker Bitcoin in it as well, and it was the shittest deck ever. Like, I'd have to release this to the world, it is hilarious. And luckily enough for us, he absolutely loved the idea. He's as crazy as us. And he was like, I love this. You guys should get involved in NFC last year. And yeah, I will let you tell the rest of it as well from there.
No problem. Basically, why he enjoyed that? Because as you have seen all this day, it's all about culture. And memes are all about culture also. So we wanted to do it a little bit different. And as you have seen, we don't have people chilling their project here. Otherwise, you just have to go to their website and end of the story. So we really wanted to give back to the people. And when you come here, you leave the room with insight, education, but also a lot of fun. So that's what we did. And I think that's what also John liked. And luckily enough for us, we had a lot of crazy people like you following us all around the world. So we have been lucky to go to Bangkok, Singapore, and Paris and Lisbon twice, and I hope it will continue to travel because the community deserves it. And yeah, basically I think it's a lot of work for to make people happy, but it should be here. And yeah, you are the proof that people are waiting for that. So also thank you for all your trust, I would say.
Should we probably have the most memorable moment of MemeCon now? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they really have the most memorable. The least people here. It'll be like, with the Rolling Stones. Oh, you like... Oh, no way. Is it live streaming? You got 6 people? Hey!
We've made it. We made it.
This is for the live stream. Right. Like the Rolling Stones, I think they did a gig and they, basically there's 100 people there, but they've had thousands of people say they're at this gig. This is what's going to happen at MemeCon, okay? There's going to be thousands of people that say they witnessed this moment, but we all know it's just a small room of hardened individuals. Telegram gifts. Anyone know about Telegram gifts? You can get, it's like NFT, there we go. You can send NFTs, you can say you're not, you can send NFTs to someone just like that. How much is a plush Pepe? $9,000. Okay, so some of these are going. How much was it to buy initially? 30. So that is like a meme con. Yeah, nearly as much as your your own coin. There. I should have put my 3,000 in your one into the gifts. That would have been. So, I think to recoup some of your losses back, I want to give you a Telegram gift. I think we should give him a Telegram. Should we give him a Telegram gift? But can't make it that easy. Okay. So I'll give you a very rare record player, very pink to match his outfit. But one thing, do you have the balls to do this challenge? Yes. I need you to go up on the balcony and shout, "This is the last panel. Give me my Telegram gift now." Go for it. Got to shout. I've got to hear you. He's still so he's he's still up there. Is this a bad idea? Just get him to perform. This is like some well yeah. So David. Whoa, we've got some people. This is costing us £60 to do this announcement. This is a sponsored stream. Well, we actually have. Whoa! Woo! So, the challenge was he had to stand on stage to say that, and I'm going to give him an NFT directly. The NFT costs about 60. Some of these have gone up to 10,000, if not. Okay. And what was the challenge? Do you remember what was the challenge, guys? Yeah. What was the line?
We're giving away Telegram gifts.
It was, this is the last panel, give me my Telegram gift. Did he say that? No. All right, if half the room put their hands out, I'll give it. If not, I'll give it to someone in the room. Should we give him it or not? All right. I'm going to give you it. So watch, just watch. Here we go. I'm going to go there. This is how quick it is to give an NFT away. I'm going to give you one as well, actually, because... Yeah, he's been all day. Send the gift, and then I'm going to go to my gift. We said the record player. Transfer. And there we go. He's got that, and now I'm pretty sure for the rest of the panel he's going to go and try and sell it. There we go. The perfect way. Yeah. So the good news is, we've been giving these out the whole day, and I'll give you, just make sure you see us afterwards, we'll give you out something, okay? Anyone that we see flip it, okay, we delete their Telegram. That's it, they're off, they're banned for crypto straight away. Anyway, we're not let MemeCon man me.
Fantastic product demo right there.
I've not actually, you please speak, I feel I've taken over
That's
with meme.com. We've learned many secrets about meme.com, haven't we? Here we go.
I'm wearing it.
They've gone, I was just about to give them a plush Pepe as well. Then, well, there we go. That's,
I'm not wearing it.
Yeah, this is it. So, yeah.
How do I have to
He's selling it now. Look at that. I feel a little bit hurt straight away. It's like giving a birthday present and you're giving it away there. So,
No, I don't have Telegram Premium.
we'll do a thing. We'll do something. Each one of you three, you pick someone and we'll give each one of them a gift on stage, okay? You able to help this out there, Dennis? There we go. You pick one person. Who we gone?
The woman here.
Oh, the woman there. There we go. The woman there. There we go.
No,
you're in his eye. We could have given it to Daria. There we go.
Which one? Too many.
Yeah. If you don't want it, we can get. Are you on Telegram? You had to think about that, though. Are you definitely on Telegram messaging app? Yeah, we'll get you a gift. Right. AJ.
Been in the whole day.
AJ and MrMeme.com.
I got to give it to my colleague, Flash Mob.
Oh. Okay. See us afterwards. After this panel closes its own way, we will send you some of the funnest gifts. Some of these, like we were sending out watches at the last one. Some of these are going for thousands. So this could be the new alpha. You were saying don't send that. You know, we'll send some good stuff out. Anyway, look, I've taken over. We've entertained the panel. David, do you want to MC or?
I'm trying to just work out how this works. So I've got a record player.
We've lost him. Have you ever seen a disinterested moderator?
I need to wear it. How do I work this out? So there it is. Looks good. Record player. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot, Martin. But now
I kind of feel a bit kicked in the nuts. You're like a bit
No, I want to show it off, but I can't. I have to.
Okay.
I want to show it off to people and be like, look at me.
Cool. Meme.com, is this the weirdest panel you've ever been on, mate?
The greatest, for sure.
Here's the questions.
You've actually done questions.
Here we go. Question time. If you went on Mastermind, what would be your specialist subject?
The life of David.
No,
from MemeCon.
how much do you know, though?
Well, I know where you live.
Within the MemeCon space.
Oh,
Don't dox me. Okay, questions. Ooh. Who are you and what you should know? Luca Netz. You look a bit like Luca Netz, actually, which is strange, doesn't he? There's a bit of a similarity.
Can you explain who Luca Netz is?
He's the Pudgy Penguin founder, or kid, the kid who bought it. The rich kid who bought Pudgy Penguins. Recently shared an article about the evolution of meme coins to social currency, but what does it...
Do you want to ask another question because you're struggling?
I can't read him, but what does it mean for a meme coin to become a social currency?
I mean, I think it can mean many things, but when I think of a social currency, it's a bit like what Trump did with the Trump dinner, where you have a currency that sort of represents you as someone social, and by having your currency, you will get something from that person that it represents. I'm personally not a big fan of saying that meme coins are going to become social tokens, because I think that memes should stay meme coins, and they should be great because they represent a great meme, not that they're going to promise things in the future and so on.
So I liked what Luca came out with his article. I thought it was really interesting. I think from the perspective, I'm going to take the perspective of MemeCon. What we've seen is that we've obviously had loads of pump and dumps over the last year, and that has been really bad for the space, in my opinion. It drives a lot of people away, people that are actually serious about memes, people that are serious about building communities, and that's been really detrimental to the whole space. Similar to when NFTs did the same thing and everybody got absolutely rinsed, and it's not nice to see people lose, not only lose money, but also it's bad, really bad for the whole ecosystem. So Luca has a point in the way of, like, I believe that the whole space has to grow up in terms of people have to get serious. If we want meme coins to stick around, then we all have to build, basically. We have to build communities, we have to build things that are going to keep people in the space. Doesn't mean to say that there aren't pure memes and things that can just be based on lore and memes, but you still need like a solid community like Ticker Bitcoin who really want to support each other and are there for the right reasons. And I think that's, for me, what kind of Luca is alluding to, that we need to get serious. So, yeah.
Can I just ask, because what happens when you've got these communities and then you get like a KOL or this big person that just sort of jumps in and sort of then you artificially then create the demand, you're creating that big price spike, and then everyone's getting on board, and then, I don't know, maybe they disappear. Yeah. They've used these as exit liquidity. What's that?
There are some all right KOLs.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are some good ones.
Yeah.
But most of them are pricks.
Yeah.
Like, most of the KOLs in this space, and that is a loose word, they're a bunch of fucking wankies. They've absolutely destroyed the space, a lot of them. Like, half of the ones that say they're even decent, they're still taking backhanders on the side. They are dumping on pretty much most people in this space without you knowing. Well, especially if you're just coming into the space. You have no idea about what happens in crypto. You just come in and you're kind of unaware, and you're listening to somebody who you think is an expert, but really they're just an idiot who's just basically a scammer, in my opinion, and is just, dumping their bags on you. So KOLs are bad for the space, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
We've got a first at MemeCon, we've got a question from the front row.
I think the Farc coin is a great example of a meme coin that doesn't promise anything. It is what it is, and the valuation is probably not a utility, right? It's that said, I do think that something like, say, Rect, for example, that is a great example of something that transitions. It is a meme, but it's also a brand, sort of, and I also like their definition of that being a brand token or brand coin does not mean that you have expectation of utility. Like you have expectation that the brand is going to get a lot of attention and keep getting attention, but it's not specific utility for you holding the coin. It's just second order effect that the coin price will go up if the project can sustain attention.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. There are some good ones, but I think the ones that we all know are the bad ones are the ones you can see them. We all, if you've been in this space long enough, you know the ones that are bad, the bad apples on Twitter.
And to your point, I think it's not social currency or meme coin only. I think both can live together, and you can transition it into something or just stay, like Farcoin. Maybe they will evolve, but they are as good as they are from now. But when you take a look at, I don't know, the top meme coins on CoinMarketCap, I would say facts, at least for me, facts don't lie. You have, these two concepts. You have Pepe, which is all about culture and fun and, something historical, even in Web 2. It's now it's, I would say, virality tokenized, at least, So this one is just random frog that is funny, right? So no utility. But when you dig a little bit more, then you have Floki, Shiba, and how they are here. Because they transitionated into products. And, it's the same thing with Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu. They are a movement. They have created a community, a cult, or, NFTs to federate everyone, products to also flex in the real life and have this sentiment of belonging of a community, like maybe, the Hells Angels, you can see them wearing the stuff. And now, I guess, that's a good example for me, at least, from what a meme coin could be, in the hardcore trenches. And now they understood that they need to build products. And now they are building, blockchain on Bera chain. Why they are doing that? Because I think if you want to improve and if you want to grow, you need to go over that's just your niche, if I can say that.
I wanted to say as well, like add on to this point, like I still think like meme coins are like like a lot of people said Trojan horse to get people from outside of Web3 into Web3, and this building like an ecosystem around a meme coin, I think, and I might be wrong on this, I think that the meme coins that succeed in this will take over other L2s that have been side chains and other, basically will build out their own ecosystems. Like some of the like larger blockchain ecosystems, for example, Polygon or Berachain and all these other ones, like Ticker Bitcoin, they're building their own L2 on top of Berachain, which will then plug into other EVM chains across the whole space. But I'm still totally convinced meme coins will become they will have their own chains with all their own applications and everything. Or people will come in from outside to Web3 because of meme coins. That's what I think, anyway.
Got a question from Big Lorowski guy.
Best animals in the world. Do we care? Yeah, do we care?
That's the epitome of MemeCon. Very much. Straight, short, in, confused. There we go. Do you need the mic back, MC? No. You done? Should we take one more question and then go? Yeah, well, there we go. What is one thing people still misunderstand about meme cons in 2025? You're looking so confused.
That they should focus on the best memes, the quality memes, not the daily runners and stuff. Everyone here knows it, obviously, but the wider space.
I would like to say that a lot of people within the meme coin space, we're all in Twitter. I'm going to bring this back to MemeCon again. I think that more of us need to meet in real life and create things like this, not just MemeCon, but things that are funny, that become almost a meme and that we can take into like basically outside of just crypto Twitter. So I think that's one thing that we're not really getting is like we need to take memes, if we're going to take it global, we need to show people what our culture is all about. And I actually don't think, well, I'm just maybe biased, I don't think there's another event out there like this that actually shows what the culture is meant to be like, and that's why there's so many fucking cool people in this community. So yeah.
You asked what people should look after. No? Ah, sorry. I am confused. Do you keep people? Yeah.
What's one thing people misunderstand about meme coins?
Wow.
We could say something else.
No, I think they think that's just a speculative asset. It's true, but I think they miss something. That it's also a part of the internet culture. And I think that's the most important thing. And basically, the Web3 or the blockchain, at some point, we are sometimes just replicating what have been working on the classic world, right? And so sometimes we don't innovate, but we just replicate. And for me, they are missing that memes were here before blockchain. And I think you all know, a famous meme character like I the Pen Harold or others. And that's, what is the core of this vertical, in my opinion. And they just say, okay, how I can leverage my money, how I can earn more. But as Johan said, I think there is more than that, in my opinion.
Do you want to answer?
What was the question?
What's one misconception in 2025 about meme coins?
From the masses? Like, misconception of the masses?
It's your question, mate. So
they wrote it. They wrote it.
Bloody hell.
They wrote the misconception. It's a big word, that, and even that word, I'm miscontrived by even what that means. That word. So that's all I can say on that, really.
Yeah. Very insightful. Should we wrap up?
Look.
Should we wrap up? I want to say it's been an amazing. Oh, any questions? Yeah. Anyone want any more questions? Oh God.
Yes.
Do I do this?
Do it.
Do I? Go on. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Karaoke soon. The karaoke is soon. The karaoke is soon,
My
isn't it?
girl wants to party all the time, party all the time.
Again, thank you, Johan, for sort of bearing with us. I've got to say, the co-founders here of this, I really hope there's going to be more going on this year. We're going to come back this year and next year, should I say, stronger, bigger. We'll have the Ton support even more. Hopefully, maybe you come into Ton as well. And David, you're the glue, the nacho cheese that sticks this all together. Sometimes it's not great, but you need it. Give these guys a huge round of applause.
I actually want to just say as well, this guy came to me just after I started MemeCon, probably about January 2024, and he wrote me a message on Twitter. He was like, "Oh, dude, can we have a chat?" And as soon as he got on the call with us, we were both like, "This guy's fucking mental." We didn't even have to think about it. We were just like, yeah. And you've been absolutely amazing, mate. Like the whole way through, every single event, David, Vamp, our artist dude who's not here, who is doing all the art on the back wall. Everything you see at MemeCon, T-shirts, the whole lot, he does everything. He's awesome as well. So, yeah, and Vamp, yeah, who is just amazing, yeah. But these guys, are the characters or memes of MemeCon. They're just awesome. So, yeah, just incredible. So thank you so much, guys. We love you very much. So, yeah.
If we promise you a gift, come and see us now. We'll send it over. We just need your Telegram, and that is it. And then thank you very much. Cheers.
Dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Thank you for attending MemeCon 2025.
They're eating the cats.
I'm grateful for your presence. Thank you, Vamps. Thank you, Dumpster. Julian, where's the after party? In the field. Get out and let's go.
People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I can help with or be of a benefit to, please do let me know. What are you doing now? What am I doing now? Yeah, as in professional work? I work for Red Bull in sales.
Ese amor llega así, esta manera, no tiene la culpa. Caballo le dan sabana, porque es muy despreciado, por eso no te perdono llorar. Ese amor llega así, esta manera, no tiene la culpa. Amor de compra y venta, amor del pasado. Ven, 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 ven. Bamboleo, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así. Bamboleo, bambolea, porque mi vida yo la prefiero vivir así. No te da perdón de Dios. Tú eres mi vida, la fortuna del destino. El destino te desaparado. Lo mismo ya callé, lo mismo soy yo. No te encuentro lavando. Eres posible, no te encuentro de verdad. Por eso un día no encuentro así de nada. Lo mismo ya callé, lo pienso en ti.
Yo.